Greetings to you, Crocoduck Army. Those of us in this little corner of YouTube like to complain a lot. Now, to be fair to us, and who doesn't want to be fair to us, there's a lot of injustice in the world in a lot of different forms, and talking about it helps me feel like I'm doing something and speaking out and raising awareness of what's going on in the world around us. Certainly it's more productive than drowning my sorrows in chemicals or watching reality TV all day. The most important thing I've learned over the years about politics, though, is that while of course it has an effect on everyone's well-being, my own quality of life has much more to do with my actions than it does the actions of any president. Internalize that for a moment and remember it. In that same spirit, I sometimes think that I could do more good for you by sharing things that I've learned in order to make your lives more comfortable or fun. You are part of the game of life by default, so let's learn how to play, shall we? I know a lot of you have seen my videos over the years about my travels around the world and thank me for posting them, because you don't know if you'll ever get to see the country you most want to see in the foreseeable future. Overseas travel is something that does not have to be out of reach, even if you don't earn a lot of money. Over the past 6 years or so, I estimate that I've redeemed about $5,000 worth of free plane tickets and about $15,000 worth of free hotel stays. I travel a lot for work, so that helps me do it more frequently, but you can definitely do it too. There's no particular magic to it. Credit card companies pay you for using their cards, and when you get a card branded to that hotel or airline, you get points that you can redeem later. You'll nearly always get more in services as a reward than the equivalent amount of cash back on purchases. I use credit cards for everything that I can use them on. I'm going to assume for the purposes of this video that you don't have bad credit, and if you do, research ways to improve it in the info bar. If you don't carry a balance month to month, using a rewards card is about the closest thing to free money that there is in corporate America, and I like free money. It's like free love, except even conservatives won't complain about it. Let's say you're in the United States making less than $25K a year, and your dream trip is to go to Rome, Italy. Let's say your closest airport is a United hub, so after opening a United frequent flyer account to link it to, you would get a United card, which at the moment immediately gives you 30,000 airline miles once you spend $1,000 in the first few months with it. And no, I'm not getting paid a penny for any of these recommendations. Buy yourself a Visa gift card from those gift card racks at the store too, if you're a bit short of that $1,000 amount after the 3 months. You are now halfway to getting that free airline ticket. Now just make your purchases on that card for as long as it takes to get the rest of the 60,000 total miles. It may take you a few months or a few years depending on how much you spend, but at the end of that you'll have enough for the free flight, aside from the $90 or so in taxes. Many of the best flight options for the saver fares are off-peak, and personally I don't want to drench the streets of Rome with my sweat in the middle of their hot summers anyway. You can get tickets up to 11 months in advance, so the reward seats won't all be sold by the time you decide. Repeat this process with a hotel card, making sure your miles from the airline card don't expire, as they do if you don't earn any for 18 months. Or just do Airbnb and get a room for as little as even $50 a night, or even cheaper when it's split. Save money, travel with friends. Then it's just a matter of figuring out the total cost and spreading that amount over the time it will take you to save for at least the airline ticket miles. Determine how much the attractions you want to see cost. Find grocery stores near your accommodations to stretch your money further. And plan some little splurges and at least a few nice meals so you feel like you're getting the full experience. You may find that you can spend less than $1,000 out of pocket, or maybe even a lot less than that, for a week's vacation, which you can do by saving less than $50 a month. Point being, this is all relatively simple, so if you want to take your dream vacation, plan it out, research it, and if you run into a roadblock that you can't seem to find a way past, send me a message here on YouTube, and I can probably guide you to a solution. Do you have your own tips? Even if you think I know the tip already, if you think they would benefit others, please share. As for me, I have a few domestic trips for work coming up this summer, a trip with Mrs. Zaunstar to Montreal for my birthday in late August, and a work trip to London in September, where I met a bunch of the Crocoduck Army in 2011. Can I buy you a pint at the pub?